Top of the morning, my artist friends, and for today's video we are going to unbox this Deco Mini 4 from XPPEN. And after the unboxing, we're going to review the performance of it by using the computer and to the phone as well. I'm not really a phone media artist. I'm a digital artist using the PC, and I don't use phones to my work, but I'll try my best to review this product by using the phone. But probably I'm not the best qualified for it, but I'm still gonna try and see how the performance goes to it. I've already tried a couple of products when it comes to tablet. I've already had pen display. I tried the Wacom pen display. I tried the Huion. I tried the XPPEN. So I am confident enough to know what's good and bad about this item. And take note that this is not a sponsored review, so I'll make the review fair as much as possible. So enough talking, and let's see what's inside this box. So these are the items from the box. This is the pen tablet. You have to peel it off if you're going to use it. I don't recommend using it with a protection. These are the express keys. Don't expect too much on the build quality. This is just a cheap product, so the item build isn't really that great. So it's enough to work on. And this is the pen, same quality build as their other pens. The model is P05D and it has 8192 pressure levels. The extra 8 nibs. A pen clipper that you can use to take off the nibs from your pen. The USB adapters so that you can use it to your phone. The Type-C and the Micro B. The Type-C USB cable for your pen tablet. Quick guides, thank you card, and warranty policy. Since I bought the anniversary edition, I have these freebies that contains stickers and postcards. So I guess that's all for the item. Now let's see how it works. So now I'm going to test the item and see how's the performance. I'll try to do some painting while using it. I'm trying myself to be comfortable, but I really don't like using the express keys. I mean, the express keys of this item is just good, but I'm not into express keys. I mean, I don't use it. I only use keyboard. I want to use keyboard because of the shortcuts. I have tons of shortcuts, so 6 express keys isn't enough. The very first thing I noticed, I'm having a hard time using it. The tablet surface was good. In fact, I like it more than the Deco Pro. The only reason I'm having a hard time drawing with it, it is very tiny, and I get used on not zooming in. Working on this small tablet without zooming in is pretty hard. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just the way I draw things. If you draw very close and zoom in, zoom out just to check the whole image, or having extra monitor to see the entire drawing, then there's no problem with it. I'm not gonna draw Iron Man properly because I'm still not comfortable with the tablet. I mean, it's not like I'm not comfortable using the tablet, it's just it's very small. That's why if I'll be having a tablet, then I prefer the larger one. Though you can use this as your portable drawing tab. It is very tiny that you can put it in your bag without taking up a lot of space. The reason why I prefer the larger one because I can move my arms around. If you're drawing with a tablet this small, it hurts your wrist, but unless you get used to it or zoom in very close. When it comes to performance, the item is actually responsive and I like it. because the initial activation of the pen is very soft. You don't need to push it harder just to activate the strokes. If you're doing line art, you have a great control of it because of the surface. It is a little matte and that helps you control your lines. So far I like the USB port because it sticks very well. It's like there's a little lock inside of it. So the pen doesn't have any case because it might get expensive, but they provided a pen clipper. I prefer using this because the one on the pen case can damage the nib whenever you try to pull it off. It leaves a little slice and that slice can cause more scratches in the future. I'm also surprised when I tried it to my pen display because the initial activation is much more better than any other pens they have. Maybe the nibs of the PA2 pen is much more better as what other people says, but the initial activation of this one is very good. When I'm using my original pen of my pen display, I have to set the pen pressure to its max level, but on this one I just need it to be normal. So let me show you a little bit about it. So this is the P05R and this is the lightest stroke I could get. And this one for PA2. But I like the one the Deco Mini has, the P05D, because it is very sensitive. Though you might wonder why I like it better, what if I'll be doing some very thin strokes, then the P05D cannot achieve it. Well, you can set the brush pixels for that. Well, I like it more sensitive because my hands is just too light to those two pens. And for the record, the Wacom pens are sensitive just like the P05D. Maybe the line art doesn't show you enough for it, but I want it more when doing some shading. So now I'm going to test it with my phone. There's a very little problem about it. Well, the performance is great, the pen pressure is great, everything is great. Everything should be great, except for the aspect ratio. Well, on the computer, you'll be able to map it. But on phones, there's no application that you'll be able to do that. So why is it a problem? It is because the working area of this tablet is 4 by 3 inches. So that means the aspect ratio is 4 by 3. But my phone is 16 by 9 or 18.5 by 9. Then the aspect ratio of my tablet forces itself to fit the aspect ratio to my phone. So therefore, when you're drawing on your tablet, it projects stretch image on your phone. So basically, when you try to draw a circle on your tablet, it will show oblong to your phone. So literally, everything is nice on the phone. Everything works very fine. Everything, you could really have a great experience. It shades fine, you can draw good, you can use everything on the screen, you can click it with a cursor. It's just the aspect ratio is not. But at least the Deco Mini 7 is much more closer to 16 by 9 aspect ratio. I hope XPPEN gonna find some way about it. It is the only problem it has. So what could be the reason why XPPEN made this tablet? In my opinion, I think XPPEN is trying to give those traditional artists a chance to try the digital painting. It is very cheap and works very fine. If they don't like digital art, they can just leave it out or sell it again to people who need it. If you're new on digital art, well, this item is actually great for you. Of course, if you have experience on digital art, this is probably not for you, but you can use it as your portable device. If you have a nephew or a son or a daughter or kids, and you want them to start digital art as early as they could, then this could be a perfect item. Especially today's generation where gadgets and tech, just like my nephew, he knows how to draw but no time for pencil and paper, then this could convince him to draw digital drawing. So basically this item is good for starters. It works great, it works fine, it's cheap and replaceable. In fact, this is the cheapest tablet I've ever seen. So here we are in pros and cons. The pros about the tablet itself, the drawing board is working really fine, the texture is fine. Personally, I like it better than the Deco Pro, but of course Deco Pro works to other artists as well. but just for me, I like this better. The texture of the surface is much more better. The minor con is the build quality. It's not really that durable. I can feel that, though with the proper care of it, I'm sure it's gonna work fine. The working area is kind of small and it's really hard to draw it zooming out. So if you work like zoom in then zoom out, it's fine. Zooming in for the details and zoom out to see the whole image of your full screen of your illustration. But if you work like not zooming in that much, like what I just did on Iron Man, it's hard to draw from it. So little advice though, small tablet is really not great for you if you draw like me, but you can still adjust to it. So the performance of the pen is very great as well. I was surprised that it has a great initial activation, and I hope XPPEN gonna keep that one, gonna keep that kind of initial activation, because it is something that I've been looking for after I bought this RTS 15.6 Pro. I'm not really fine with the initial activation of the pen they provided with it, so that's why I have to put the pressure sensitivity into max. Since the pen works on the pen displays, that's what I can say, it's much more better. The build quality is just the same with their other pens, but the major con is the aspect ratio. So I think that's all for today, and I hope you learned something on the product. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing if you want to see more art related stuff, and also to motivate me to work more on YouTube videos. And I'll be also giving away some stuff like this one. I'm going to give this away. We'll release an official video for it. So thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment. What do you think about the Deco Mini 4? That's all for today, and maybe see you on the next video.